And we are joined now by attorney Mark Werbner. Mark, you're a defense attorney. You've been involved in these types of white-collar corruption type cases. We heard Brett Shipp a few moments ago. Don Hill facing 170 years. D'Angelo Lee facing 105 years in prison. Is that along the lines of what you were thinking?
Well, those are maximum sentences, and I believe that the actual sentences will be less, but no doubt these are going to be extensive, long, tough prison sentences.
We can assume they're going to appeal.
Oh yes, with this kind of defeat, with the intense trial that they went through, most certainly there will be an appeal.
Now, would they be out of prison during that appeal process?
There's no guarantee that you would be out of custody during an appeal. That's really something in the discretion of the judge, and you have to request that. Most commonly, you will be taken into custody sometime after the sentencing by the trial judge and remain in custody during the appeal.
Let's talk about how long the jury was out. 6 days.
Well, that's a long time, and you can be sure that it was a long time for these individuals that were accused. I'm sure that it felt like 6 months, not 6 days. It's hard to say why that happens in a particular case. It's not unprecedented. In this case, you have 5 individuals on trial. You have multiple counts against each of those individuals. It could be simply that with all the complexity, the length of the trial, jurors sometimes in a long trial where they haven't been discussing the case really want to do that in deliberations. Or perhaps, and this is just speculation, maybe all 12 jurors didn't see it eye to eye in the beginning, and it took some number of days to convince the unanimous group of the right verdict.
Very quickly, were you surprised with the verdict?
Somewhat, because it was a sweeping victory for the prosecution, but it was evident from following the trial that it was a serious case and there was substantial evidence to support the charges.
Mark Werbner, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.